What's up, everybody? Welcome, 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 welcome. We're going to talk a little shit today. You saw the title, right? We're going to talk a little shit today. Don't say I didn't warn you. What's up, everybody? If you're here, say hi. Hello, howdy, welcome. Before we begin, this is sponsored by Decant Ant. Go to dash ant company site if you're looking for the old stuff that cannot be bought anymore. Welcome, we have it. If you're looking for the stuff that's a 2023 release, welcome, we have it. Discontinued, whatnot else. But we're gonna talk some shit. Talk shit about a few people. What's up? What's up? Just so you know, George Zaharoff and Ross Carlos are in here. It's my once a year daily. I don't give a shit. Let me see if I can't give you guys a link. There you go. Now, if you'd like to join, you can absolutely join. It's going to be an in-depth conversation. We're going to talk about quite a few things, some things I wore. And we're going to talk shit. That's what it says. And we're going to talk shit about a bunch of damn people because I haven't talked shit about a bunch of sleazy people in a really, really long time. So I personally think it's time to talk shit. It's just how it is. That's just how it's going to be. Why? Because it's my fucking channel. If you're here and you want to be recognized, say hi. You don't want to be recognized, it's okay. Stick around. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Muscadine juice. Doesn't get any better than this. Is the best brand, the Mighty Muscadine. In case you guys don't know, Muscadine is a grape. Yeah, it's great. So let's talk some shit about college football first. Then we're going to get into some other stuff. So for all you Ohio fans, and I won't mention just that big O of an obsolete team. You lost. Period. And we won. Go Big Blue. Okay. Tonight we're going to show you we can win the Big Ten again. Then on to the playoffs. We're going to win that shit. So stuff that in your stocking. Take that to Santa, if you will. Okay. There'll be enough of that shit talking. People get upset when you get into football and politics. You know what I'm saying? So let's congratulate TLTG on his 100,000 subscribers. Yay! Way to go, man. It must have cost a lot of money. I mean, must have took a lot of time. You know, it's a shame that you can't take someone at their word. Because the first thing he says when he says that he got 100,000 subscribers, the first thing he likes to throw out pretty much almost instantaneously is how everybody, including so and so and so and so and so, didn't mention my name, of course, but said he bought subscribers. No, we didn't say it. We proved it. It's proof. And if you still go check out all the subscribers he gets exactly 200 a day. Come on, man. Not fooling anybody. Just admit it. Nobody cares. It's well beyond that anymore. It's like it's an old saying that my dad used to say, and I hate my dad, but he did have a lot of good things. When you get caught, just fess up. It makes things a whole lot easier for everybody when you just say, you know what, man, I did it. And the other thing too is there's a guy I believe you and TLTG and this guy used to get along. I think it's Tyler, if I'm not mistaken. Tyler had confessed to other people that Ross Carlos had taught him how to buy subscribers, and he was starting to do it. Now, why would somebody that gets along with Ross Carlos just come out of nowhere and say that? Well, I'll tell you why. It's probably factual. Don't buy subs, guys. In the end, it's not worth it. So another fellow, I don't know his name. I don't watch many um, YouTube reviewers anymore. I just find most of them corny and half obsolete. But he lost his whole entire account of 100,000 plus subscribers. Then you go back and you look. He bought them. Of course, you're going to lose subscribers if you bought them. Okay? There's no room in YouTube for phonies, man. We want to all say that, these guys are just such great people. They're so giving and whatnot. Bro, I'd be giving too if all I had to do was spend a few $1,000s, get 100,000 subscribers, and then quit my job as a salesman and then want to be a bodybuilder. Excuse me. The moonshine in here might be a little strong. So now that brings me to another guy I try not to run my mouth too much about because once again, I talked to George Zaharoff. We were on a live one time, and George Zaharoff says, well, Dwayne, we just don't give away free bottles anymore. We quit all that. Well, it just happens to be some black guy who does reviews. He's from New York. He's real poor, I guess. And well, this ain't the only person, but this is the one person who admitted it. Seen this video in Ode to Jerks where he actually come out and said George Zaharoff found out that I didn't have any money to buy it, so he sent it out. I thought we didn't give away free bottles. It's the constant lies that get you in these predicaments where people want to come after you. And then you want to whine and cry and wonder why people come after you. It's the lies. It's no matter how small of a lie it is. A white lie is a lie. A fib is a lie. It's just diluted. So it amazes me how we're no longer giving away any of these free bottles, but yet I know about 5 people, 4 I can't mention, that got free bottles to review. Amazing. Now, I'm not the kind of person who wants free bottles and could care less. I'm probably not going to buy too much Zaharoff stuff anyway. It just doesn't add up to be very well. I think a lot of it's half and half. Sometimes you get a good one. And I've said this before, and every single time I love the bottles. The bottles will be, forever awesome looking. I don't care who disagrees with that and who agrees with it. Could care less. Go fuck yourself. So I just want to know, are we or are we not giving out free bottles? Did we or did we not buy subscribers? The problem is you'll never find out. So here's the thing. There's a campaign going on where Ross Carlos is sooner or later going to have to admit that he bought subscribers. Now, I'm not privy to a bunch of the information, but I'm privy to some information that I gathered from here and there. There's a lot of really smart people who are already on the track. See, I promised that I wouldn't do this stuff anymore, so I'm not doing it. I keep myself out of it. I know, I don't guess, subscribers were bought. I know, I don't guess that George Zaharoff has lied in the past. Those are two things I know. I've been directly involved in both of them, and they both lie. You see, you surround yourself with like minded people a lot of the times, okay? A lot of like minded people are who you involve as your friends, okay? And it saddens me that today, no matter how much testosterone you shoot in your body, you're still not man enough to admit your wrongs. Now, this isn't even half of who I'm going after, who I'm talking shit about, should I say. I'm really not going after anybody specific. Those are just the two people that have hit the headlines in the past about 2 to 3 weeks. Just flat out love to lie. And I don't care what anybody says. Those are blatant lies. They were lying. They're still going to continue to lie because bullshit sells. That's just the unfortunate part about life. So let's move on. There is an admin for the 40 and below group. Now, I tried to look his name up here in a few, and I just forget who he is. So he's got a beard, and he calls himself the sergeant of arms of this beard company. Now, it must be an explosive beard company to have a sergeant at arms or anything related to protecting the beard company. So, pardon me as I laugh a little bit. So, he wears this hat and this scraggly looking beard. He's from Kentucky, has no goddamn teeth. He whistles when he talks. He decided he wanted to run his mouth to me. And just like everybody on the YouTubes and everybody on social media, he doesn't like to go anywhere. He's just a hermit. See, the thing is, I love social media. I think it was a great thing. Think it was invented for good reasons. But it was also invented to help pussies. And I say this because a lot of people, in Fragcom especially, have zero balls. I've seen more women in Fragcom with nuts than men, but I got to be careful what I say because there's a lot of women trying to have nuts. So I'm trying to be careful. So this little shitbag hits me up with a uh, threatening message on Facebook about this chick that I've already paid back, and this was right about the time when everything else started happening. But I just hadn't talked shit about the guy, so I figure I want to talk shit about him. First of all, my friend, I'd love to knock your teeth out. There just isn't any left to consider it a real match. Second of all, you scare nobody being a sergeant at arms of a beard company. Yeah. Ooh, that was rough. I'm trying my hardest not to laugh at that one. Just the giggle bots are not in me right now, if you don't mind. But this guy sent a threatening email saying, you will pay this chick back, or I'll make sure you're in no Fragcom. I'll make sure in every Fragcom group you're kicked out. He was succeeded in 2 out of about 20. So congratulations. Golf clap. I've since not really talked to him. I blocked him and then I decided, fuck it. I'm not going to block the douchebag. See if he keeps running his mouth. Of course he shuts up. That's just how it is. Fragcom, get your shit in order. Grab your people and reel them in, would you? And don't get me set on this Scent Explore bullshit. I have not seen such a gathering of so many vaginas in my life as Scent Explore. Okay? If I was to be a scent explorer, which I definitely will never attend, I would probably smell about 5% hormones, and that'd probably be from my testosterone I was shooting my ass. These people are delusional to think that any of these guys give a flying shit about any of their subscribers for the most part. There are some who I think interact with their subscribers pretty cool. Uh, Try to answer as many as they can, but most of those guys are, under 10,000 subs. But it just strikes me so odd that anybody would want to go to these. I mean, I'm surprised they don't hand out nail polish and lipstick, for fuck's sake. I think it's one of the worst ideas I've ever seen in my life. And I remember the first Scent Explorer and how Ross Carlos didn't have any niche fragrances, and he goes to Scent Explorer and comes back with like 3 roses, and all of a sudden he's the man. Yeah, Scent Explorers for gimme, gimme, gimme. That's all that Scent Explorers for. What can I get out of other people and try to show myself as a member of this community and a prominent one at that? That shit don't work. I don't know like 80% of who the hell is there, because most of them are nobodies trying to get away up the ladder and meet the right people so they can, climb the ladder, which is good for them. Absolutely. There's many ways to climb the ladder. You can climb ladders on your knees. And by all means, you can definitely climb ladders, with money. Money can climb ladders. How do you do it? It's up to you. I prefer you to do it the right way, so you don't have to worry about videos like these getting out, calling your ass out. The sad part about it is a lot of these people that have a lot of these 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100,000 subscribers, most of the time only get about 2K comments. So tell me, riddle me this, Batman. You're up to the high subscribers. Only 2,000 people make comments. In your live, it's not just one person, there's a bunch of these. I go through all of them. The same boring people opening their mouth for your balls to dock on their tongue. Does it really make you feel like wonderful? Do you like go to bed at night and go, got 100,000 subscribers, and a lot of them let me rest my nuts right on their lips? No, no. Don't get me started about the shirtless picture of Ross that I saw. For fuck's sake, dude, if you've been working out that long and you're not that chiseled, something's wrong, man. I don't know what it is, but you better figure it out. I know you used to be a fat boy. Congratulations to you. But damn, you're not putting in the work, bro. I see 5 people's in here. I like lovers and I like haters. Say hi. Be more than that. A lot of people are watching college football. I'm watching Texas and Oklahoma State, so not too interested. My team plays at 8 o'clock. When that happens, I'll be firmly nestled in my chair and watching Michigan destroy Iowa, because you know what's going to happen. So, also want to talk shit about a lot of other people. There's been some people I see trying to change some things around, and good for them. Okay, this is not a talk shit, but I want to say hello to a recent acquaintance, Ross Barrett. I want to say hi to Ross. Ross, if you're in here watching, hello. A good Ross, as far as I know. Um, you guys know I used to be in the clone house business, and of course, I gave it up. It just became too much. Not enough time, not enough resources, just became too much. So that doesn't mean I hate other clone houses. So a good friend of mine, Ray Smokey Torres, got into Barrett's, and Ross Barrett had made a fragrance for him called Smoky. And I thought that was really cool. So, being that Ray is a friend of mine, Ross, in no way, shape, or form that I'm aware of, did anything to bring DB's sensations down to the ground, like copy off of me or anything like that. As far as I know, I didn't see it anywhere. I love the fact that a lot of his fragrances have Viking connotations to it. Stay strong, Mr. Ross. Keep making great Viking fragrances. But I want to thank him. As far as I know, I will be the first person to get a full bottle of his fragrance for Ray Smoky Torres called Smoky. Thank you very much. And of course, Ross, you know, as everybody else is going to know, I'm not going to be kissing ass. I'll tell you exactly what it smells like. If it smells like Dookie, I'll let you know it smells like Dookie in the most kindest possible way that I can. If it smells great, I will let you know it smells great in the most possible toned down way that I can. So I appreciate that. It's nice to see other guys doing clones, doing it the right way, not your crappers and people like that. And it's always nice to see them do their own ideas, not looking at somebody else and that's a good idea. Maybe I'll make it in the same name or something similar, like that piece of shit Dapper did with Southern Comfort. What a douche! What a douche! It's weird to see this guy still even selling anything, but a lot of people like to puff their lips up to get the nuts to set and rest comfortably on top of them. I will be here for a few minutes, so down in the comments section, you will see the link to where you can hop on and like to join in by all means, good or bad. I don't care. I'm up for a good squabble, and I'm up for, frankly, a good talk. But we're not going to be done talking shit yet, because I've saved the best shit bag for last. But I have a lot of other people to go to in order to get to that shit bag, because I haven't seen these people who love this guy, who connected with this guy, who just absolutely love this guy. I haven't seen any of them come out and condemn him for being a Chester. I'll let it rest there for a minute. You got guys like Money Burner. What a douche. Money Burner has to be the most. I don't even, is there a name for people as stupid as he is? First of all, he's a Muslim. He doesn't like gays anyway. He doesn't like anybody but himself. Most Muslims don't. They're told not to. They're taught to deceive the infidel. Read the Quran, you'll see. But there are also a lot of Muslims. I'm not going to say all of them, especially ones that believe in Sharia law, believe you can marry a kid at any age. So it's not surprising that Money Burner and Miami Cuddles would be cuddling each other. You dig what I'm saying? They both got the same beliefs. So where is George Zaharoff? Where is TLTG? Where is Money Burner? Where is all these guys that supported this guy so much? I heard one fucking peep out of them condemning this guy and everything that he's done. But they're sure as fuck ready to condemn DB for a little tiny mistake. They're the first in line. I don't want nothing to do with you anymore, DB. Just all the things I've been hearing. We got to end our friendship. Y'all got friends like George Zaharoff and stuff, and I just don't want to smear their night. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. These guys sat up here time after time after time, and we've told George Zaharoff that he wasn't a good guy whatsoever. At all. Period. Then this stuff comes out about him being a chomo, and you don't hear nothing from these guys. Nothing. And of course, they're going to say they try to stay out of the drama. Bullshit. Bullshit. And I'm not saying Zaharoff, TLTG, Money Burner. What's that other guy that used to get on there all the time? I see you. I see you. Oh, Enrique. My boy Enrique. I don't hear him condemning Miami Cuddles. Is it okay in the fragrance community that a chomo walked amongst us and it's just okay? We just let it ride? But if somebody goes out here and makes a bad transaction, for fuck's sake, we're just going to throw them under the bus, right? Kind of doesn't look good on your part. Right, Calm? This doesn't look good on your part. And I've held it in, and I've held it in, and I've held it in. Well, I wasn't even going to talk about this. I had other things I wanted to talk about, so I said, fuck it, why not? What's the worst thing that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is we've allowed a chomo to come into your community, because not much my community anymore. I don't really stick in this community as much as I used to. But you've allowed somebody like that to come into your community. You loved him up one side, you loved him down the other. He's your favorite person, your best friend, talks shit about you and smears your name in the ground, and now he's a chomo and you haven't said a word. The only thing I ever heard you say is, I forgive you. Ross says, I forgive you. I know how you felt a long time ago. I forgive you. I want to look like the better guy. No, don't really make you look like the better guy, my friend. Makes you look like you condoned it. But it's easy to disassociate yourself from somebody. Then 2 years later, this guy will appear back. He'll come in. He'll get back on here and do all these commercials and stuff, or I'm not commercials, YouTube videos and stuff, and he'll all be back on his jock again, loving him. But a chomo, I mean, I know it's hard to see. I don't know if Ross has kids. I know George doesn't, but it's easy to let that stuff kind of slide when you don't have kids. You know what I mean? I don't see TLTG having kids. I'm positive he doesn't. But it's easy to not judge somebody because you don't have kids. Well, I've got 6, and it's disgusting. There's a few of us out here that are actually taking our time to condemn that kind of shit, while others are sitting here saying, oh, we're just going to leave it alone. We're not going to touch it. Bullshit. I think the YouTube reviewer thing has just completely gone slap downhill anyway. It's probably the most easiest place to go to and be phony. It's one of the most easiest places you'd go to and not be yourself. Put on a facade, buy subscribers, and make yourself something you're just truly not. And that's a connoisseur of fragrances. All these people that have, the only one that I can tell you, and I forget his name because I don't even want Red Essence, Steve from Red Essence. I think it's about the only dude out of all these fake people that really knows fragrances. You know, Big Beard Business. I never really thought Big Beard Business knew a fragrance very well, but you see where he aligned to. He went with the fake bullshit too, just like everybody else. Seems like it's so easy when these guys get so far up the ladder, or whatever the case may be, they just fall in line with everything else, become so fake and phony, don't give anything to the community. It's sad, bro. It's sad. It truly is. I can tell you without a doubt in my mind, I've probably given away a lot more stuff than most of these reviewers with 100,000 subscribers. And there's no doubt in my mind when I say that. I don't feel like I'm exaggerating. I'm pretty confident in what I say. I mean, I practically give shit away now. Got guys at work that say, hey, man, you smell good. What is that? Let me give you a little 2 3 ml of it. You know what I mean? Just a 2 or 3 ml. What the fuck? You know, these guys getting rich off of YouTube, getting rich off of you, getting rich off of me. If you subscribe to them, I'm not giving shit back. Just love the money. That's all it's for, people. Y'all should know that. None of these guys truly give 2 bit shits about you, your well being, how good you smell, if you make it in Fragcom or not. They've already reached their plateau. They've already reached about as far as they're going to go. And meanwhile, doing it as fake as possible. And we as a community just sat back and love it because we like the people. We tend to, when I grew up, I used to always remember somebody saying a true friend will tell you how it is. They won't hold back. I see a lot of people in this community. There's no way they can be true friends because you hold back. You don't say nothing to these people. You let them go amongst their business, being fake and phony, knowing you've seen the proof of these people being fake and phony. So there you go. I went off. I talked some shit. But let's talk about some of the things I've wore, some of the things I've gotten over the week. I happen to like the very first one. This is called Givenchy Gentleman Society. I wasn't going to buy a full bottle quite yet. And pardon me for saying this, but like when I see a reviewer I don't particularly think has good taste say it smells awesome, I kind of deviate from wanting to buy it. But of course I want to sample it. It's a somebody hyping something up, so of course I want to sample it. So I bought the smallest sample I could buy of it. I bought 5 carded samples. Givenchy Gentleman Society to me is very robust. And I'm not a real huge Givenchy fan at all. I've never been the kind of guy that says Givenchy came out with another one. Let me grab a hold of that. Um, no, Vagari is another one. Vagari, I don't really not much into Vagari, but I bought their newest one. Um, so it simply just comes down to it's a great fragrance. You're going to have to try them. There's other houses I don't like that I've absolutely tried myself um, that I love. I'm a huge Killian fan. I'm about to get Killian Smoking Hot here soon. I'm about to get forget the name of it. Pardon me, it's skipping me at right about this time. But they only made it in Russia. So Killian's version of Smoking Hot's probably the uh, smoking something. I think. Pardon me, I just don't remember the name of it at the minute. But I'll be getting some of that too and some other things. When I created Decant Ant, of course, I've always done decants a long time ago. And God, if I'd have known how many discontinued and rare fragrances I had back then, I held on to them. I think the very first box that I bought had about, I think I met this lady. I paid her $150 for like 30 bottles. Most of them, but maybe 2 were all testers. And inside that box, right off the top of my head, was easily 10 fragrances that are now rare. A couple of them that are discontinued. Givenchy Play. I had that one in the white bottle for so long before I decided to go ahead and get rid of it because it wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't doing anything with it. Man, I wish I'd have held on to that. I had Givenchy High Neo Tropical Paradise. I had 3 bottles of that, 2 unopened, and I sold that shit away uh, for shit I don't even have anymore. So man, it was just like rough to look back at all these pictures. You know how you get on Facebook, you have all these memories. You look down there and you go, "Damn, I had that shit. I had that shit." I just bought Givenchy Play again. I found that somebody didn't realize what they had, and I bought it again. But damn, it's like I already had this, and I got it for so fucking cheap. It was already with no caps on it, so all I had to do was just throw a needle and suck it out and send it in a decant and move on. But so yeah, that's where I'm headed with decant and is that I'm trying to bring all that stuff back, have the rarest ones that nobody has. www.decant-ant.company.store. I did have it at .com, and I still have no idea what happened to my .com website. I'm still working. Apparently, it just vanished. Well, it's still there, but it shows something else. But so I've ordered Givenchy uh, Society, and I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorites that I wore. I actually wore the Givenchy Play. I really liked that. It came off very subtle at first, and about 2 hours later, that thing really pumped. I also have 2 ml parted samples of the oh, for Versace Pour Versace Pour Home. I have the 2 ml carted samples of that I got from somebody because man, a lot of people want so much money for the bottles, but I'll eventually be getting that. So come by the first of the year, I'll probably have double the amount of frags that I had before. I wish I'd have never sold all the other ones I had because I usually had about 400 or 500 of them. So I was getting into the dupes of making the dupes of them a clone house, and I was thinking I just don't need all this. A lot of this stuff that I have smells exactly like it. Thought I'd be in that business for a while, but hey, shit happens, man. Shit happens. Um, got into my car for a while. I own a Dodge Challenger and souped it up a little bit and took care of it. And eventually I was just like, you know what, man, it's been 2 months since I made a sale. I'm good. Then I got a few sales, a couple $100, and I just didn't want to do them. So I given the people their money back. And I'm glad I did. I'll support other houses that come out. King Fragrances, I will never support them. Never going to support Dapper. I do not do Dua. Masam is not really uh, that good of a human. Um, he will pretend to be, and hopefully you'll forgive him, but really not that good of a guy. And not only that, I don't really like Dua fragrances. Very synthetic, most of them anyway. I know there's a ton more, and I'm sure I'll find out who owns them. I do not support people who talk shit about me. It's just simply not going to happen, dude. All you guys going out there calling DB a scam, no, goddamn well I don't scam nobody. You come up with a clone house, you can damn sure forget DB supporting you or even trying remotely to push their fragrances. And I noticed here lately, since that happened, that Central Obsessions, Kevin, doesn't really much talk to me either. I know he's pretty busy, but makes you wonder because this happened to us the last time. But I gave Kevin from Central Obsessions permission to make the Greedy King and use that name. Don't think he will, so I'll give him about another month. If he don't, I'd really love for Barrett to come out with that. I think he would do a pretty good job with that myself. Um, so my services are always available to help people out. My blends, everybody knows nobody beat me in blends. Um, Making Sense is another good guy. I'd help Mike out all day. Um, and I wish nothing but happiness to people who come out with their clone houses. But if you talk shit, I'm just not going to support you. That's all there is. If I don't see you as a good person, I'm just not going to support you. Authenticity, Sam, who owns that, or not Sonny, who owns that one, he can go screw himself. Sonny, me and uh, me and Bro Sense were one of the first two people. And there was another guy, I don't remember his name. He was actually the very first. I was second. Tyrone was third. We pushed the shit out of Authenticity perfumes. I mean, we pushed it. And finally, Authenticity took off really big. And what did Sonny do? He went out and used TLTG, said fuck you to the guys who fed him. We remember things like that, man. We're not easily forgiving. I'm not a Christian. I don't need to forgive, and I don't forgive. Um, when I feel like I've done my duty at getting revenge, then I leave it alone. So we'll leave it at that. We look forward to the comments as always, good and bad. Love y'all. I'm going to go sit down and enjoy the rest of this game. Enjoy the rest of my juice. Y'all be safe.